I would say this first and foremost, and it's not nothing that I told him. I did not fuck with him. So I never liked the antics and all the goofy shit he do in the game. I hated it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. That was Dillon Brooks' former teammate, Fred VanVleet. Veteran in the league, undrafted, had to earn everything he got. And he basically said he didn't really like Dillon Brooks and his antics. Now, Houston Rockets played the Phoenix Suns recently, and, Fred VanVleet was, kind of taunting Dillon Brooks from the bench. You know what I'm saying? And he was just taunting him. And he actually went on his podcast and talked about really not liking the antics of Dillon Brooks until they became teammates. Take a listen.
DB, what you gonna do? All right. You got two. You got 2 points. 40? You got a 40 ball yet? Let's see one. Let's see it.
Shout out to DB going to Phoenix and shaking things up. The team is taking on an identity of him, which is what we saw when he came here. I would say this first and foremost, and it's not nothing that I told him. I did not fuck with him at all. You know what I'm saying? But I respected him.
For sure.
So I never liked the antics and all the goofy shit he do in the game. When he was in Memphis, I hated it.
Now, I'll say this. We're not going to act like he's the first one to say, they didn't like Dillon Brooks' antics. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Dillon Brooks, but that's who he is. He's hyper competitive, and he'll do anything to win and get under your skin. I kind of like it. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where he's willing to do anything. And on the other side, we can't act like you're squeaky clean. I mean, you do little antics too. A quick search and we see you wiping sweat on your forehead and then, wiping it on, Jaren Jackson when he's about to shoot a free throw. I mean, that's just, that's kind of clownish. You know what I'm saying? That's an antic. And then at least Dillon Brooks has never attacked the referee. Didn't you go face up and then put your hand, actually touch the referee in the process, put your hand all on his face, after getting ejected? So we can't act like Dillon Brooks even has the worst antics than you. Now, for all that Dillon Brooks does, all of his teammates seem to show him nothing but love. His former teammates, they have nothing but respect for him. And here's some of his Houston Rockets compatriots actually talking about how much Dillon Brooks meant to them.
Great impact. He helped change the culture over here. I feel like Houston loves him. They embrace him, and that's my guy. It's like a big brother to me. So just playing him, he's doing the antics on me now. It's fun. I just laugh because I'm like, yo, bro, you can't. I know you, bro. So just seeing what he's able to do. He's having an all-star type year, and I knew he could do that. I played him one-on-ones, and he's different, especially in the post. So just
some of the antics, his own thing, and I don't mind the physicality, the edge, and toughness, and all the things he brought to our team. I think love him up a little bit, give him some responsibility, and kind of ride with you and do some of the things you're asking. It may not have been the case in Memphis.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I think Dillon impacts a young team, a team that's trying to, go from being disrespected throughout the year to a respected group. I think he definitely adds to that when you inject him into your program. But also getting here, you see how many other factors played a part too. It's a real group effort to get the Houston Rockets to where they were the last couple of years. From the coaching staff, whole new coaching staff, a new crop of players, a couple veteran players here and there. I think Dillon was definitely a piece. I wouldn't say he was the whole thing. He was the main reason, but he was definitely, I felt like he was a piece of what they were doing here. You can see his impact over there in Phoenix. He's playing aggressive. He's commanding the group. Guys are listening to him. He pretty much stepped up and become their leader over there. So along with him and Book are just become vocal leaders for them. So he's getting better as a player, and more confident as a player, and it's probably started for me.
I mean, like him or dislike him, Dillon Brooks brings out, you know, for the hyper competitors, they really do appreciate him. For those that, you know, really don't like his antics and maybe they're a little bit more offensive minded and never play with them, they don't really care about it. And that was never more evident than recently on Gil's Arena whenever Kenyon Martin and Gilbert Arenas got into it talking about Dillon Brooks.
And yeah, you trying to get the best of me. And it's man shit at that point, right? I'm not going back down to deviate as a man first and foremost. I got pride and I got to go look at myself in the mirror. Mm-hmm. So,
what was the pride last year?
What you talking about?
When he was in Houston.
He had it.
Did he?
That's what I'm saying.
Why not? He don't deviate.
He take his L's.
He don't deviate.
He take his L's.
Where's his interview from the last time we heard about him in Memphis?
So you
to
talking
the 2 years in Houston when LeBron played.
So like I said, you want to talk
when
about
LeBron had 25 and 13 and 9 last year against him, and he had 5. He walked out of the meeting. He didn't want to talk. See, that's the
pride he's talking about.
I don't know what he did.
LeBron has more points. So Gil, LeBron has more points.
25, 13, and 9.
LeBron has more points than everybody in the history of playing fucking basketball.
Last year.
Yes.
Last year.
Listen, LeBron has more points than anybody in the history of playing basketball. Mm-hmm. Yes, cool. That does not mean that Dillon Brooks don't show up to compete, bruh. You're trying to take his competitive nature away because you're talking about fucking points.
I don't know about.
I don't want to give fuck points. Hold on. Wait. I don't give a fuck how many points a nigga had, man.
Wait, so if he tried to stop somebody, that man bust his ass.
Cool, it happened.
When we went to go do this, he was gone.
Cool.
Now when he has the
word.
Now when he outplays them, now he's there to talk.
Cool, and like I said, I don't agree with the answer. Did you hear what I said when I was making my statement about the antics?
I was talking Brooks was the front one.
Did you hear my statement when I said about the antics?
I mean, everybody's saying he was
the front runner.
Yeah.
Did you hear me when I said all the antics and all that shit? I can do it out. Did you hear me say that?
What is competing?
I'm talking about competing. Between the 94-50, nigga.
I'm going to make you work for it.
Hey, I mean, it's a thing going on. And I remember even recently I saw where Adam Silver was talking about the competition on the defensive end and talking about some of the decline in the ratings for the NBA. And he said, you know, he really, you know, they were saying that how much fans love offense. Well, he's finding out now that they like, you know, competitive defense. I mean, of course, anybody can score when there's, you know, penalties against the defense. Let me know what you guys think, man. Dillon Brooks and Phoenix, man, they've been a good story here to start the season. Let me know what you guys think. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'm going to holler at you next time. Peace.